Welcome back, football fans. Today we're diving deep into some of the hottest Premier League transfer stories and Manchester United updates. Tottenham and Man United are battling it out for Everton's £70 million Rolls-Royce defender Jarrad Branthwaite, a perfect fit for Thomas Frank's system and a long-term target for United. We'll also cover Man United's continued interest in Conor Gallagher, who's struggling for minutes at Atletico Madrid, plus some inspiring words from Juan Mata about Ruben Amorim's secret weapon to turn the club's fortunes around. Stay tuned for all the latest on these stories and what they mean for the Red Devils and Spurs going forward. Tottenham in competition with Man United to sign £70 million Rolls-Royce, who would be ideal for Thomas Frank. Tottenham Hotspur have been linked with one of the Premier League's brightest young defenders. A challenging end to October has begun to put seeds of doubt in the minds of Tottenham Hotspur fans, as their strong start to the season has threatened to be derailed by poor home form, which has seen the Lilywhites win just one of 5 league games in North London thus far. After Tottenham's recent 1-0 home loss to Chelsea, fans expressed their frustration loudly with boos at full-time, marking what many see as one of the team's worst performances under manager Thomas Frank, especially in such a high-profile London derby. This disappointing result comes on the back of earlier home defeats to Bournemouth and Aston Villa, as well as a Carabao Cup exit at Newcastle. The struggles at their new stadium seem to run deeper than just these matches, and Frank may now turn to the transfer market to try and reverse this poor run and keep Spurs in the race for a Champions League spot. Reports from Caught Offside suggest that Tottenham are in a battle with Manchester United to sign Everton's promising centre-back, Jarrad Branthwaite, who is valued at around £70 million. Branthwaite is seen as one of the Premier League's brightest young defensive talents, making him a highly sought-after target. Injuries have curtailed the 23-year-old's progress so far this season, with a hamstring injury and subsequent surgery keeping the former Carlisle United Academy graduate on the sidelines and ensuring he has not added to his one senior England cap to date. Everton have no intention of selling Branthwaite and view him as a vital part of their future, but this has not prevented Spurs and United circling and weighing up his hefty price tag. Spurs are said to view him as an ideal fit for Thomas Frank's system, particularly as a left-footed centre-back, while United hold a long-term admiration for the defender, who signed a new 5-year deal just last summer. The report considers a summer 2026 move more likely than a January transfer for Branthwaite, who is believed to be content at Everton. But the Merseyside club's resolve could be tested if a Premier League rival were to come in with a bid matching their valuation in the winter. Rolls-Royce defender Branthwaite will continue to attract Premier League's biggest clubs. Branthwaite was previously referred to as a Rolls-Royce defender who has everything by a recruitment insider back in 2023, at which time he was reportedly valued at £100 million, having enjoyed a stunning breakthrough season to Everton's first team. But the Toffees are believed not to be budging on their current £70 million valuation, and hope Branthwaite will be a key part of their new era under David Moyes. If Branthwaite hits the ground running on his return from injury and returns to the England setup ahead of the World Cup, his line of suitors will likely only increase next summer. Spurs will, therefore, hope to do the groundwork early in order to secure a signing who could be transformational to the Frank project in North London. Operation completed successfully. Thanks to the medical team for their work and to everyone who's reached out with messages of support, Branthwaite said on social media following his recent surgery. Even the negative ones add fuel to the fire and make me more determined. It's been the toughest spell of my career so far, but challenges build character. I'll be stronger and better. Don't doubt it. Romano, £33 million ex-Chelsea star now being monitored by Man United ahead of Jan. They had summer bid rejected. Manchester United are actively monitoring Conor Gallagher's situation at Atletico Madrid in case a January deal becomes feasible. The Red Devils are being linked with more and more targets in the lead-up to the January window opening, although their interest in the ex-Chelsea star dates back to the summer. United and Conor Gallagher. What happened in the summer? At the end of the summer transfer window, Manchester United decided not to pursue a permanent deal for Carlos Baleba and instead looked for more affordable options. As part of this, they put in a loan offer for Conor Gallagher, hoping to bring him in from Atletico Madrid. However, Atletico rejected the loan bid, just as they had turned down a similar approach from Crystal Palace a few weeks earlier, who were interested in taking Gallagher back on loan. The Spanish club was only willing to consider a permanent sale, which neither English club could afford, especially since Gallagher had only been with Atletico for a year. Now, with Gallagher finding limited playing time under Diego Simeone, questions are emerging about whether a loan move in the middle of the season might be the best option for his development and getting regular minutes on the pitch. Why United retain their Gallagher interest. He'll know full well that if he has any chance of making Thomas Tuchel's World Cup squad next summer amidst such stern competition in the middle of the park, he simply has to be playing regular football. For reference, the 25-year-old has started only 2 of Atletico's opening 11 La Liga games and totaled a measly 328 minutes on the pitch. There's no negotiation now, so nothing in terms of latest. Gallagher remains one of the players monitored by Man United, as he was on the shortlist at the end of August. Fabrizio Romano commented this week in his Give Me Sport newsletter. It will depend on what Atletico want to do, as they weren't open to a loan move in August. Juan Mata says Ruben Amorim already has secret weapon he needs to revive Man United. Former Manchester United midfielder Juan Mata has suggested that Ruben Amorim already has what he needs to successfully turn things around at the club. United enjoying uptick in form. After a patchy start to the season, which saw questions asked of Amorim and his role at United, there is now a sense of stability at the club. United are currently unbeaten in 4 Premier League appearances. The club's winning streak came to an end over the weekend as they played out a 2-2 draw with Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. United took the lead through Casemiro before 2 quick goals by the hosts flipped the game on its head and threatened to bring Amorim and his players back down to reality. However, a stunning Ahmad strike in the 81st minute ensured the spoils were shared between the 2 teams. While not the desired victory, the team's resilient fight to secure a draw was a positive sign of a newfound fighting spirit under Amorim. Mata spoke to ESPN and explained how the building momentum can propel United to great heights this season. Mata names Amorim's secret weapon. The Spaniard told the newspaper, "Momentum is key for any club in football, but especially for a club with the size and expectations of Manchester United. When you get into a momentum of bad results, and I suffered it with the club also, it feels like it's very difficult to get out from there." And that's a wrap on today's Premier League transfer and Man United update. From the high-stakes race for Branthwaite to United's monitoring of Gallagher and the growing momentum under Ruben Amorim, there's plenty to be excited about. What do you think? Should Man United push hard to sign Branthwaite or focus on midfield reinforcements like Gallagher? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest football news and transfer updates.